What's up, Assassins? Mark here, and we are tackling our first Kofun, and it is in the Izumi Coast, and it's called the Old Kofun. And these are pretty fun. These are pretty much the only sort of adventurous, environmental, puzzly aspects of the entire game. And like I said, this is the first one you'll come across. It can be a little tricky, but I'm going to show you how to get through it quickly, but also how to get out of it. I think exiting this thing could actually be really confusing. So the first thing we're going to do is head into this room. Let's go ahead and loot this chest, and then we're going to crawl under this space here. I'm curious what you guys think of the game so far. I want to know in the comments if you're impressed, you're not impressed. By the way, I light these candles as I'm going, not all the time, but I use them as kind of markers so I know which hallways I've gone down, and it's because sometimes you have to loop back in these Kofuns, and it's good to know to sort of mark where you have been. So just a little tip there. Now let's head down these stairs. You're going to get into this room here with a body of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to grapple across, look for that prompt up top here. Go ahead and jump and hit L1, and while you're still swinging in motion, hit X, and then we'll work our way down to the bottom of these stairs. And these can be pretty confusing running around and getting lost. So take your time. By the way, that chest, that is not the final treasure. What we want to do, those are the stairs we came down. We want to squeeze through this crack. We're looking for a legendary chest that's going to have a legendary item in it. Now, in this room, it looks like you'll be able to crawl somewhere. What you want to do is hold the X button and dive into the water, and then hold the circle button and dive down into the water. Now this game gives you, they're pretty gracious with the oxygen meter, so swim towards these stairs and we'll go all the way up to the top. And then once you get in this room, if you'd like, light the candle, but we're going to swing across again by jumping and pressing L1. Now we will work our way up there in just a second. Run down these stairs, and instead of going straight, light the candle and then turn right. And this is going to lead us to some treasure, and we're going to backtrack. But it's easy to skip this and forget about it. So this is where we just were. We're going to use that same grapple point, but this time we're going to jump across to this treasure chest. Go ahead and grab the goodies, and then we're going to jump across again. And then once you get across, by the way, I feel like this is very easily the best looking Assassin's Creed game. I know that sounds painfully obvious, but I'm playing it on the PS5 Pro, and I'm playing it with the balance setting. I normally really stick to performance mode, 60 frames per second, but the 40 frames with VRR enabled on my C1, and this game is just gorgeous. It is so good looking. Anyway, I'm curious how you guys are finding this game visually, if you like it. Now, as we make our way through here, we're going to get to another body of water, a cave with 2 grapple hooks, and this one is surprisingly tough. So the best way to do this is to grapple to the first grapple point, get some momentum, and then jump, and then hit L1 when it prompts. I missed this probably 4 or 5 times, and it can be frustrating. But once you get across, here is the legendary chest with the goodies. Now, we're not done. Getting out of this Kofun can be challenging, and it can be confusing. So go ahead and grab your loot. By the way, I'm curious if it's randomized. Let me know if you get the same thing I got. I suspect it's randomized, but it might not be. Okay, so when we get back here to the end of the tomb, you're going to crawl up, try to follow the white paint. And it looks like you can crawl up this, but what you want to do is hit L1 and grapple up, and then pull yourself up all the way to the top, but you may have to wiggle yourself left or right to sort of latch onto this ledge. But once you get through there, you're going to head through this passageway. You can see there is some sunlight. We're getting close, and you're going to hop over this, slide down. Now, this is one of the last rooms, but it kind of looks like, yeah, you can refill your tools here. It kind of looks like you should go up here, but in actuality, yeah, you can't really go through that crack. What you're supposed to do is, let me hop down here. If you look over there, there's a explosive jar. I love that there's a target painted on it. So funny. Okay, so get one of your projectiles, aim at it, throw it, and that will open up the exit. That is the part where we went through. We crawled through this. This is like the first room that we came into. So we're going to head up this entrance right here. It's actually the exit now. And you'll find your way to the exit. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. That does help me out quite a bit. Thanks for checking out my video.
I.Eat.Games. Yeah.